Luke chapter 12, verse 15. And he said unto them, Take heed, and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of things which he possesseth. Mark chapter 8, verse 36. For what it shall profit a man if he shall gain the world, and lose his own soul.
But I hope with this video, with this montage that I've managed to compile of this fellow, that you come away with a greater understanding. Andy Worski is 4 things.
Let me explain.
Andy Worski is a liar. Andy Worski is a faggot. Andy Worski is a coward. And Andy Worski is a piece of shit. This is the face of someone who's betrayed his friends for 26 pieces of silver. This is the face of a fucking Judas! We are gathered here tonight to perform an exorcism. One amongst us has been possessed by a demon. Why can't a man just scam his fans for a test they're in peace? Being a NEET is more than just not being in education, employment, or training. Instead, it's a way of life, it's a routine that many find difficult to break from. Okay, so I'm in the toilet of the liberalist meetup. The liberalists are through here.
This is Jim Sterling, real name James Stanton. To Jahan's, Jim Sterling is the epitome of success. Jahan's doesn't aspire to be a lawyer or a doctor or a teacher or anything noble. He instead aspires to be Jim fucking Sterling's son. This is a YouTuber that calls himself Reverend Byrne. He uses his weight and crude use of the English language.
Fucking do to these? You know what the fuck? You fucking bad bitch! What? You know what I'm gonna do to these? I'm gonna fuck them!
To supplement his income via the means of YouTube.
I'm gonna start with Mark. So Mark, what did you do for the day today? Stress level high. And Jennifer, what did you do today?
Let's see here.
It's a Godwinson live news alert on the shit show. What will we learn? Let's get fucked first. Schizo Post 10, take 4. 3, 2, 1. It continues! The cover-up continues, ladies and gentlemen. It never ends. It never ends. More lies, more collusion, more deceit, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we even begin with this? So let's just clear up Josh's lies. But before we do that, press 1. 1 to burn it all down. Wignats are coming! This is the face of the Wignats. This is the face of the Wignats. And I raise my Hattori Hanzo blade in the name of the Wignats to strike you down, Fuentes! Indeed, what would it profit a man? Could we ever put a price on our principles, our beliefs, our values? Could we really ever truly feel satisfied, no matter how high the sum of money is, if we've lost our soul? In this instance, we can check precisely where the value of Toad's soul is. On his new Project 2, and the grand sum is a total value of Toad McKinley's soul. It comes to a grand total of $27.
The Academy of Kino and Nectar is proud to present its 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award for outstanding contributions to Kino and Nectar in the Multiverse to Godwinson. Good night, our sweet Baronet. We shall miss you and your epic contributions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Academy of Kino and Nectar is proud to present the 2022 Golden Gunts. Exciting! It's the most wonderful time of the year. As everybody, some of you may not be aware, we have a larger, newer audience, folks. Every year on the night of the Academy Awards, the Academy of Kino and Nectar congregates to recognize the best, the worst, the craziest, the most drug-addicted members of this Kino community, this sphere. And so this is what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be commemorating the best and the worst of the year that was 2021 into 2022. From the last Golden Gunts to today, what happened, what was amazing, what wasn't. It's going to be an incredible show. But as you all saw at the beginning of the show, the Lifetime Achievement Award went to our dear friend, dearly departed friend, Godwinson. He's now that ghost with the Kino, departed from us. As you saw last year at Golden Gunts 3, you, the raccoons, being fed sausages, will have to find a new fat old man to feed you. The Kino and Nectar from Godwinson has run dry. There will be no more of it. But what a time it was. What a man it was. Good night, our sweet baronet. We shall miss you. But the show must go on, folks. Godwinson has gone on to a prestigious post in the UK government. He can no longer, host the shows. He can no longer be a part of this side of the internet because he's got better shit to do, folks. A literal aristocrat, wealthy as fuck, with a privileged post in the UK government now. But he did have his input on the awards this year. He's still a member of the Academy of Kino and Nectar, and he's still a good friend of the show, folks. But we have with us a legend of the sphere, of the community, the new co-host of the Golden Gunts. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Worski with us here tonight
to
present the awards.
Wow.
It's an exciting show, folks.
It's an honor. It's an honor, by the way, I'd like to say. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Every other co-host has snaked. Hopefully the Golden Gun curse does not continue. Hopefully it is broken this year, and Worski will return as co-host in 2023, folks. But let's get right into it. Our first award this evening, very prestigious award. This is a highly coveted award in the community, and it is the Richard Spencer Award for Most Homosexual Leader of the White Race. And the nominees are Nicholas J. Fuentes, Jaden McNeil, Tyler Russell, and Owen Benjamin. A star-studded cast of nominees here, Andy, absolutely. Thinking about it, Nick has won this award last year. I believe he won the award the year before that as well. Will he make it a three-peat? Will he win the award again this year?
Well,
it's hard to compete against him.
Well, especially this year, he's done even more homosexual things. And as we heard the other night, Alice told us that he was holding hands with Catboy Cammy, so even more stuff from the past is revealing itself, and now he's even more of an incel. He says he never wants to even look at a woman in the eyes. So this is pretty gay.
He says dating women is gay.
Having sex with them is gay.
His boyfriend, Jaden McNeil, is like the meek, submissive bottom of the relationship. So does that actually make him gayer than Nick? It's hard to say.
But is Jaden McNeil the leader of the white race, like Nick Fuentes is?
It's true. Is he really the leader? He may be more gay, because his mannerisms are even more flamboyantly and openly homosexual than Nick. But is he really a leader? Similar to Tyler Russell, he's kind of disqualified on the basis he's not really a leader. The leader of Canada First, like the dollar store version there, with his gay fucking hair. Got vaxxed to enter the United States, which is a pretty gay action there on his part when he was preaching against it so hard. I mean, if Tyler Russell there, he could be contending for it. I mean, his biggest claim to the award, Tyler Russell, would be that he started Diagolon, which is the new Kekistan, his own fictional meme country.
He did.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty homosexual. But a real dark horse for the award this year, Owen Benjamin. He has his own cult compound now, Bertaria. He has a bunch of people that are coming in to dig for water, having a bunch of like homosexual men dumpster pumping, digging for water on his land. This year, he is pretty gay. Let's be honest. He's room whacking it every fucking night with the bears. They're all room whacking. Apparently that's normal. Owen told us that it was always a normal thing to just masturbate in a circle with a bunch of dudes. Room whacking is based and shit like this. So he is a contender for the award, but as always, it seems like this might be Nicholas J. Fuentes' year. He is the front runner. Andy, who is the Richard Spencer Award winner for Most Homosexual Leader of the White Race?
I have the envelope right here, and the winner is Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. Nicholas J. Fuentes, the winner! Whoa! You can't take him down, guys.
Huge win for Nicholas J. Fuentes. The award may actually be named next year the Nicholas J. Fuentes Award for most homosexual leader of the white race. Huge win for Nick. Greatly deserved. He's been doing more than anything to subvert the right wing into a homosexual-based movement, to get people to embrace catboy nationalism and to swear off pussy once and for all. Huge victory for Nicholas J. Fuentes.
Congrats.
Everybody give him a round of applause. Okay.
I want to ask you, do you think he's gayer than Richard Spencer was? Is that why we're going to rename the award there?
Well, it's because I think he's won it like 3 years fucking running. So if you win it 3 or 4 years in a row, I mean, you may have to rename the award after the motherfucker. But I just don't know who's gayer. Press 1 if it was Richard Spencer. Press 2 if it was Nick Fuentes. It's gonna be it's very split. There are people with 1s, there are people with 2s. We're gonna have to sort that fucking shit out at the Academy of Kino and Nectar next year. We're not sure. Maybe Nick will be so irrelevant we can name the award after the way things are going. Okay. All right, brother Andy, it's time for the next award.
Wow.
This is a highly coveted award. Most Ace Boomer. Ooh. And the nominees are Coach Red Pill, Gonzalo Lira, Mr. Matthew Vickers, Mr. Medicare, Hollywood God, and last but not least, Louis Theroux. This is a fucking murderer's row lineup of based boomers.
This is tough, dude.
I mean, Coach Red Pill has been winning this award on a consistent basis since the foundation of the Golden Gunts. So he's always a strong contender. But this year, Gonzalo really outdid himself, okay? He started his own cult, Project Mayhem. He started his own cult compound in the Ukraine, where people were going to do his chores to be able to stay at his compound. And then he fucking he started broadcasting live from a war zone. He went to the capital of Ukraine 2 days before it got invaded by the Russian army. He's now on the run from the Ukrainian army and the Azov
international
battalion.
Terrorist? Like,
He's considered an international terrorist fugitive on the run. He has hitmen chasing him around, trying to kill him.
you for 5 Bitcoin.
Yeah, and for a boomer of his fucking age, it's pretty impressive. It's a pretty impressive resume from Gonzalo Lira this year. He's really making his case for this award. But let's think about it now. We also have Mr. Vickers. Mr. Vickers has been on the warpath against Ralph this year. He's been donating massively to the casino, the KINO Casino. And of course, you know, bribery really does help in terms of winning awards at the Golden Gunts, because the Golden Gunts have now gone Hollywood. The Golden Gunts have gone grifter. Hollywood PPP has decided to fucking cash in. He didn't sell out. He bought in. He cashed in, making the money. And Mr. Vickers has made a substantial case for himself with his donation. Mr. Medicare.
Wait, that's it? It's just because he paid us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, you got Mr. Medicare. Mr. Medicare, of course, a boomer of the highest order. He's ancient as fuck, elderly, like dying, the world's slowest dying man. And, you know, as boomers tend to do, they're very nostalgic. They think about the good old days, and they encourage other people to think about the good old days. And while Daddy Jim may be a shell of himself, when he comes on stream, you hear that Camel cigarette influenced voice, the baritone vibe of Daddy Jim, you can't help but get those butterflies in your heart. It's Daddy Jim. We love him. And so in that way, he may be the most based boomer. He brings up memories of the past and gets people to empty their wallets once a month.
He also did. This is one thing that you have to, that the council needs to recognize, that yesterday he was tweeting out our show with the links and everything. It's also a form of bribery, helping us out, bringing new eyes to the show. So he is based in watching our show and tweeting it out, you know, enjoying the content there.
And of course, we can't forget Hollywood God. Hollywood God has had an incredible year. He's been fucking going off about nuclear war.
Yeah.
How he's hoping for nuclear war. He wants everybody to die. He's been giving incredible fucking reviews. Shit on Zack Snyder's Justice League. One of the most savage fucking reviews of the year. He's been going off this year. He dressed up as a Jewish rabbi. He was dancing. He did ritual invocations against me. He actually performed a ritual to put a curse upon me. I mean, Hollywood God, you know, in his 50s, he's still highly active, and he's still doing the same shit he was doing in 2008. So he has that nostalgia factor about him. He has high-level content, high energy. I mean, he really has a strong case this year for most based boomer.
I agree. Now, Louis Theroux. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was just too. I was too excited to.
Oh, Andy, it's good. I mean, we have Louis Theroux as the final nominee category, and Louis Theroux really earned his role here. I mean, he went on an IP2 stream with Baked Alaska, not once, not twice, but like 3 different times. Louis streamed with Baked Alaska, and the final time, he produced some of the finest Kino we've ever seen in this sphere. When he was pressing Baked at the end there, his reactions to a lot of the donos. Not only did he do that, but he produced Forbidden America, and just exposed Nicholas J. Fuentes, exposed Baked Alaska and America First.
Beardson especially.
Beardson got destroyed by Louis. And so Louis also has a claim. I mean, this is a very competitive category this year. Most years, it's like, look, it's coach's category. Everybody knows it. I mean, this year it could really go to anybody. I mean, I still think, though, in my heart, it's probably Gonzalo has, I think, done enough to maintain his position as most based boomer. If this had been another year where, you know, Gonzalo wasn't producing a whole lot, then we might have went to somebody else. But, Andy, who won this award?
I want to say one thing. I want to say that not only has Coach maintained his position, he has accelerated it to the degree by becoming a Russian spy, international terrorist against the Ukrainian people. So, anyway, without further ado, guys, I have the envelope here. The winner of the Most Based Boomer Award is Coach Red Pill.
Oh, Gonzalo Lira! Folks, I think the Most Based Boomer Award next year is going to be named after Gonzalo. His dominance, he's won this category every single year. The award has been up for grabs. And once again, a dominant showing from Gonzalo, the Most Based Boomer. He faced strong challenges this year from Hollywood God, from Mr. Medicare, from Louis Theroux, but he held off all challengers to produce this prestigious award for himself again. Gonzalo Lira, ladies and gentlemen.
Ashton, what is the next award, the next Golden Gun?
Well, the next award is the Most Based Black Man. And this year, the nominees are as follows. Bryson Gray of America First. Stu Peters. Kanye West. Of course, Brittany Fenty.
What the?
Now, Bryson Gray, he came out with his Let's Go Brandon rap track. And so in the eyes of a lot of boomers out there and retards. Bryson Gray is a really based black man. He made his debut on Cozy TV this year to save the white race. He hasn't really streamed much or done much of anything, but he's out there, folks. It's Bryson Gray, the based black man. Of course, we have Stu Peters of the Stu Crew, the leader of the Stu Crew, our king, our mensch, Stu Peters, perhaps the true leader of the white race. He has an incredible rap career that spans the decades, really. Stu Peters' incredible rap career really show us that Stu Peters is truly black and perhaps deserving of this award. He torpedoed AFPAC 3, which was super fucking based, called out Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean, Stu Peters, big front runner for most based black man.
And he was a bounty hunter.
He was a bounty hunter. I mean, he was catching criminals as a black man. It doesn't get much more based than that.
Exactly.
Hunting down your fellow savage blacks? Like, come on. And then we have Kanye West. Now, of course, Kanye West, you know, puts out music and stuff like that. But the real reason that Kanye West is on the list this year for most based black man is because he got cuckolded. He lost his wife, Kim Kardashian, to a white man, which gives hope that white men can assert themselves as the true bulls of racial politics and dominate that pussy there. So Kanye is really based there. He's giving white men hope that they too can cuckold black men, that it could be the big white cock instead of the big black cock. Kanye giving us real hope there, losing his wife to Pete Davidson and having a fucking meltdown about it. And finally, our final nominee, Brittany Venti. What is there to say? Brittany Venti appearing in the Forbidden America documentary, making America First look retarded as fuck. Brittany Venti, of course, based black man that he is, was threatened with anal homosexual rape by Beardson Beardley. And so Brittany Venti also has a strong case this year for most based black man. Andy, who do you think? What between these nominees, who are you thinking? What are you thinking, Andy?
You know, I can't not say Stu Peters. Because Stu Crew, well, I'm just saying the Stu Crew is becoming very strong, very powerful. We've only seen him a few times. And even with just that one show we did with him in it, he's built up a loyal fucking audience of Stu Crew members. However, there is a lot of competition here. You know, like you were saying about Kanye West. And Brittany Venti is a very strong front runner there. As well for helping dismantle Beardson and America First. So really, I don't know. I would say the weakest person would be Bryson Gray. He made one. Yeah. He made one song. It's "Let's Go Brendan," which is like a very boomer joke here. No one really finds it funny anymore. Do you? I hear Brendan. I hear Brendan. I think fag. So.
Well, Andy, who does the award for most based black man go to this year?
And the winner is Brittany Venti.
Whoa! Brittany Venti!
Congrats!
Another victory as most based black man. I mean, there was never really any doubt. Brittany Venti, the most based black man that we've probably ever seen or ever will see, at least.
Congrats, Brittany Venti. We hope you appreciate the award as, you know, as a strong black male role model, you know? So, wow. So what's the next one here?
Well, we have the most wasted comeback. The most wasted comeback of the year. A lot of comebacks this year. The nominees are Gator, Matt Jarbo, John Michael Kelly, Mr. Medicare, Milo Yiannopoulos, Boogie 2988, Sam Hyde and iDubbbz as joint nominees, Lindsay Ellis and Jordan Peterson. This is a stacked category, Brother Andy. It's hard to decide who this award should really go to. I know the Academy of Kino and Nectar was deliberating for days, agonizing over this decision.
I actually haven't seen so much a back and forth ever in anything I've ever done. It was a tough one. There was arguments. Two people fought, and we had to break it up.
Crazy.
It was fucking nuts.
Let's talk about it. I mean, there was John Michael Kelly. A lot of people thought after John Michael Kelly received his Lifetime Achievement Award last year that he would be done. Joe Biden was elected president. He sent his letter of victory to Godwinson where he declared that he had won because Joe Biden was president and that Kiwi Farms would go down for sure this time. We thought we had seen the last of John Michael Kelly until he came back this year as a transsexual woman and social justice advocate, which was a complete 180 on his entire Gamergate persona. And we wondered, what was John going to do with this comeback, with this new persona, with this new lease on life as a woman, as Joanne Michael Kelly? And unfortunately, fuck all has happened. He wasted the entire comeback, folks. He didn't accomplish anything. He did a couple low-level, boring debates. He didn't make a splash. Nobody promoted him as the people's champion this time. The comeback was totally wasted, Andy. It was sad to see.
And he was trying to go at you for a while there before he turned trans. And I believe that he turned trans thinking that this would change, you know, like, wow, it's a big spark in the community. Everyone's talking about him. Did nothing. In fact, if anything, it ruined him even more.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We gotta think about Jordan Peterson. I mean, what a fucking waste of a comeback. You remember, Andy, Jordan Peterson used to be the biggest thing in the whole world. There was nobody bigger than Jordan Peterson, was there, Andy? Like back in like
2017.
2017. He had 12 Rules for Life came out. He was doing all sorts of debates on BBC. Bill Maher. He was going on YouTube channel, millions of subs.
Him and Ruben actually started a website for people to donate to him and stuff. He was blowing the fuck up. Like, I think he had like a TED Talk and stuff like that, right? Like it was pretty outrageous. Oh, and being on Joe Rogan a bunch of times too.
Oh, Joe Rogan. And then what happens? So his daughter gets him on like some sort of drugs, and like he like fucks up his mind on prescription medication, and goes into a medically induced coma in Russia. He disappears for a really long time. He comes back this year, and he releases another book that there was no hype about. I don't remember anybody talking about his new book. It was like 12 More Rules for Life. What did he do? A couple boring shows with Rex Murphy. There's just been no hype around the guy.
Also, his energy, you could tell his personality. I guess the medically induced coma, which he did to get off drugs, I believe. Which, you know, like be a strong man and clean up your room. Well, you could be a strong man and quit drugs without being in a medically induced coma, because when he came out, now he's like a zombie version of Jordan Peterson.
It's pretty sad,
so
man. Jordan
sad,
Peterson is just pretty irrelevant now. Completely wasted his comeback. Lindsay Ellis. Gotta remember, Lindsay Ellis got canceled last year for tweeting about Raya, the drag, like whatever the fuck it was, some animated movie. She comes back with that big video. Do you remember it, Andy? Where she's like battling against her haters and the Kiwi Farms and saying they're diet Nazis and all this fucking shit. She does her epic comeback stream where she uncancels herself. And it's like, holy shit, Queen Lindsay is back. What happens? 2 months later, she gets canceled again. And then just decides one day, because she's canceled, and she's getting mean replies on Twitter to just shutter her shop, close up shop completely, give up and fire all of her employees who lost their health insurance. Just a complete waste of a comeback, Andy. It's very shameful.
I thought when she came back she would do very well, you know, because usually when people like come back from being canceled, they're now hardened, right? They're hardened from all the Twitter, the mean tweets and stuff. But she doubled down on it, and she's gone now. I think she still has a Patreon up, so people are still paying her, but she's providing no content there. So it's dwindling every month. It's falling apart. Lindsay Ellis used to be big, part of that guy with the glasses. You know, that's how she came up. Was doing really well, and now is failing. Is gone. Why was she canceled again? I forgot.
I don't even remember why she got canceled this time, and it's just retarded. She just wastes herself. She can't handle the mean tweets.
So
like you even got rid of your Twitter account, and you still couldn't handle it, Lynn.
Oh,
what the fuck?
What a disaster.
Next up, Sam Hyde and iDubbbz. Now, you remember Sam Hyde dropped that big video, documentary with him and iDubbbz. iDubbbz came out with his version. And, you know, this was a big video for a week or two. But since then, these guys really haven't done anything with it. You know, they're just same as ever for both of them. They both used to be at the top of the mountain, and I think they were both hoping that this would propel them to the top, but this didn't work out.
Well, how I see this, and I was telling you and the council earlier, was they at least have maintained audiences and are making like money, like monthly, like a lot of money, you know? So
it's true.
So they've at least, sure, it didn't blow them and propel them into like, you know, orbit but it did help them, and they did make a lot of money off of it and stuff. So I wouldn't really call it a failed comeback. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can see that, but definitely it didn't do what they were hoping, so that's why they're nominated. Next up, I mean, Boogie 2988. Last year, you know, the Frank Hassel debacle, got charged with firing off a weapon recklessly. He ends up winning the fucking case. He doesn't win the case. He pleads guilty, but he gets a suspended sentence or whatever the fuck. And how does he bring himself back? What is his big comeback video? It's to cry like a bitch and beg for people to buy his t-shirts and make every excuse in the book. The video didn't do the viewership he wanted it to, and it seems like his engagement is still circling the toilet, Andy. Big way.
But this is like, with him, it's been like this for like 6 years now. He'll come back and then fail, and come back and then fail. I mean, you know, so it's not looking good over on the Boogie 2988 front at all. It was kind of pathetic. That show we did was very pathetic. Like seeing him beg for money and gaslight people, like trying to say, I'm not living near a school zone. We've seen the maps there, Boogie. You're a liar. Don't lie. You shot at a school. It bounced off. It ricocheted off a school bus, basically. So, yeah. Boogie 2988 is a strong contender.
He is a strong contender because he wastes every comeback. Next up, Milo Yiannopoulos, Andy, in most wasted comeback. Remember, he came back. He said he was straight, that he was now in the Catholic Church faith militant. He was going to open like conversion therapy facilities for homosexual men so that they could be converted to being straight. Andy, what the fuck happened with this comeback? Have you heard anything about Milo or?
The only thing, and I'm very shocked when I heard this, he's at and helping out America First at AFPAC 3. Yet he's not saying any speeches. He's making no videos. He's not around. It seems like he's just trying to like help them out, but secretly from behind. But he used to be like a face. You know what I mean? He used to.
Yeah, it seems like he's now like in a behind the scenes, slimy federal agent, subverter of the movement role, where I thought when he was coming out with this, I'm straight, I'm now Catholic again, I'm righteous and Christian, and this conversion therapy stuff, that he was trying to make himself a big deal again.
He was,
You
though.
remember?
Because he did.
It was a huge deal back in the day.
No, I mean, like, he was trying to make himself a big deal now, because I remember directly after this, after he did that, like the whole, like I'm straight now, he had a few interviews. Have you ever seen these? With Baked Alaska and a few people.
Oh, that's right.
You remember? And he wore like a suit and he had like a background. He rented out like a church or something. Remember that? And then it just flopped. Oh, and then, if you remember, around that time, I guess him and his black husband or like had a divorce or whatever, and he said, I don't need this ring, and while on a boat threw his engagement ring that was apparently 30 grand in the ocean, which no one believes.
Do you believe it?
No one
Do you
believes.
believe it? No.
No.
Milo didn't throw away that ring because he was like bankrupt at the time. Remember Milo was supposedly like $2 million in debt? What happened to all that? Did it just get cleared out by some big benefactor? Is that,
well,
did his debt get cleared out because he's fucking subverted America first to his homosexual agenda? Or?
That bankruptcy or something, because I remember a leaked document came out showing all the people that he still owed money to. It was Ian Miles Chung. He owed like 20 grand or it was like a bunch of names.
Imagine owing Ian Miles Chung money. Like,
anything.
Holy shit.
Imagine owing him anything.
Oh, man.
Milo. Most
next
ways to
up
come
on the
back,
list.
maybe.
Next stuff on the list, Mr. Medicare. Now, you gotta remember, Mr. Medicare, after I debated him, disappeared for like 18 months. And I thought, fuck, maybe he's died. Maybe, well, he was tweeting, so I guess he hadn't died. But I'm like, maybe he's just not gonna come back. Maybe I'm gonna be the last person he spoke to because he was worried about new Project 2 stuff and losing his grifts or whatever the fuck. But this year, he came back in full force with his ice cream social streams or whatever. Everybody was really hyped for the comeback, and it's just been a bit underwhelming. It's just once a month he comes on, repeats kind of old news, and just reads super chats. It's kind of a waste of him.
I agree with the waste part where he could probably do a lot more. He is maintaining a very loyal audience of the Sweetie Squad, right?
Sweetie Squad!
Sweetie Squad. And, but, yeah, I think we are only getting remnants of the old Mr. Medicare, and I believe that this may be because of his health, which is why he's doing less streams, but... You know, I see why he's on the list here. But he's still maintaining an audience, so we'll see what happens this year. Who knows?
Oh, what about Matt Jarbo?
Don't even get me started.
Contender. Brother Andy, why should Jarbo win the award this year?
So, Matt Jarbo, right? Most hated man on the internet for 3 years after the whole Boulder debacle. Comes back a month ago with one of the strongest streams I've ever seen in years. Basically, IBS Apocalypse 2.0, a better sequel. It's the godfather of IBS Apocalypse. Has this huge audience. People are hyped. And what does he do after this? It was Medicare versus Ralph. Goes, I don't want any more part of this. Even Jesse Podawful, P.S., he said, I'll do a show with you. He could have done a show with Jesse P.S., continued the roll, the momentum, completely fumbles the ball, drops it, letting the other team pick it up. Who's the other team? You're looking at him.
Yeah, Jarbo had an opportunity once again to try and reboot Boulder Talk. He could have done a show with Pod Awful, which, I mean, look, I'm not the biggest fan of Pod Awful, but it would be a lot better than what Jarbo is fucking doing for himself now. once again, he just had an opportunity to come back and he fucks it up again. So it's just proof that Jarbo will never, ever, ever come back. He should just quit. He should just give up. But, you know, he's too prideful too retarded too. And that is the story of Jarbo. Final nominee is Gator. And look, Gator comes out, a house of fire, snakes on Ralph, fucking, you know, leaks all the DMs to the Vickers, really is fucking with Ralph's life, comes on the KINO Casino, spills a bunch of dirt, you know, but what does he really bring to the table now? What is his next step? To me, it seems like a bit of a waste. He's doing the show with Vickers. I'm not sure how successful it'll be, but we'll see.
Well, at least, here, I'll say this for Gator. He's my pal. I really truly hope a massive success with him and Vickers. You know, maybe this will at least he's taking what happened and, you know, taking the lemons and making lemonade out of it. He's also, by the way, we have to look at, he is also tweeting daily trying to ruin Ralph's life, which is it keeps him afloat. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, will he take this destruction of Ralph and create gold out of it? We'll have to wait and see.
Well, Andy, who is the winner this year of the most wasted comeback?
The Wasted Comeback Award, Golden Gunt, goes to Matthew Jarbo.
Whoa! I'd like to say I was surprised, but it can't be. It can't be. I mean, Jarbo wastes every opportunity he ever gets because he's a loser. He's a winner of this award. There you go, Matt. Just like your silver play button, you can take your golden gunt and cry about how successful you are. All right.
Oh, the next one is exciting. This is an exciting one.
Well, this is a big-time award, one of the most prestigious awards at the Golden Gunts, and it's the most shameless grifter. And the nominees this year are Ethan Ralph, Baked Alaska, Nick Ricada, Coach Red Pill, Mr. Medicare, and yours truly, PPP.
Whoa!
Now look, let's just take up me first of all. Why would PPP win the award this year? Well, I've gone against every principle that I ever believed in. I preach so hard against the grift, against making money online, against making your e-celebrity your life and all this fucking shit. And I've turned on a complete dime. I've abandoned every single one of those principles and become a complete hypocritical piece of shit. Not only that, but I am raking in substantial donations in the form of super chats, which compromises the show quality, and I don't give a fuck because I'm making money and I'm getting paid. Not only that, but I erected a paywall. A fucking paywall to put my content behind. By the way, subscribe to the Gumroad, only $10 a month. Link in the description below. I've gone full Hollywood, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not ashamed of it at all. Do you know why? Because I'm getting paid. Look, I listen to Only Use Me Blade, my new life coach, and he says, being poor sucks. If you're poor, you may as well be dead. And I'm not going to be poor. I'm going to be paid. And that's why I should be the most shameless grifter this year. Andy, what do you think? Should PPP be the most shameless grifter this year?
When you called me and you wanted to set up the show, I was shocked. I must say, I was like, wow, this is every 3 years of Ashton videos, of PPP videos, bashing me, yours truly, for being a grifter, and then you calling me to work with me. I think that alone should make you the
Not only that, but I make Warski the co-host. Yeah. Just shame, just like full on griff. You know, just don't give a fuck.
Literally.
Don't give a fuck.
Just fucking 180 U-turn fucking. Wow.
Oh, look, there's some big other. I have a lot of competition though in this category. Nick Ricada. Holy shit, folks! $20 super chat minimums in order to read your fucking super chat. He's raking in tens of thousands. I mean, his grift was so successful last year. His channel blew up massively during all the fucking trials and shit like that. He was doing fucking gangbusters. And, you know, it's business as usual for Ricada. Shameless grifting, boring program. Like, by God, does he ever bring in the money? Baked Alaska, folks.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Where
What
do
a
we start?
shameless grift. Rust is king. You know, he's just grifting off the name of Jesus Christ. Grifting off of the January 6th. I'm a January 6th defendant. You can't criticize me. Give me your money. You know, he starts his fucking Yoba RV and he's too lazy to even get on the RV himself. He's fucking...
And it's broken?
Like... But this is the thing, Andy. Why Baked may not win the award this year, his grift isn't successful.
Ooh,
you know?
That's a good point there, Ashton. Yes,
He's
it
broke.
is.
He's
30 grand in debt. If you win the Grifter Award, I believe the grifting should at least somewhat be working. When you're 30 grand in debt, when your grift is reversing your income, is it a grift at this point? Or is it just utter failure? You tell me.
I mean, we got Ethan Ralph up for the award.
Oh.
Ethan Ralph, I mean...
Wait, he made a Give, Send, Go, a religious donation platform to see his son makes $300 bucks out of $10,000 and uses it in Las Vegas to lose in a single night.
He lost all his money in Vegas. He shows a picture of his son. Nobody had seen a picture of his son. He puts his son's picture out there for everybody on Key Farms and Cow and everybody to shit on his son, make fun of his son, put it in memes and shit like that. Absolutely shameless, disgusting. Now he's grifting even. He's grifting the birth of his second child, his daughter. He's got the Ralpha baby fucking baby shower list that you can donate to. This is pretty slimy, pretty greasy stuff from Ralph.
He
I'm
used
not gonna
his
lie.
wedding, which now is not going to happen, at a bowling alley and charged people $65 to enter a bowling alley, which ended up ultimately failing there, Ashton, to the point where Mersh from ROTC on Nightwave, not even his primary show, on his secondary show, drunkenly gave away tickets. And guess what? No one wanted the free bowling alley tickets. So even that grift failed. I mean, he's down in the dumps. He actually stopped doing his Friday shows now, like, for the last 2-3 weeks. Because, you know, he just knows there's no point anymore. We're destroying him. We own him. All the donators that you used to see on Killstream and Tequila Sunrise, you now hear me reading out their names. Poorly, I might say, because I stutter a lot when I'm reading. But you do hear them. So he's trying, though, Ashton. He is trying with a grift.
He is trying.
A for effort.
Coach Red Pill up for the award this year. Of course, he's grifting off being a fugitive in the Ukraine, a terrorist fugitive. But this year, Coach took things to another level. He deleted all of his videos, put everything behind a paywall. Now you have to subscribe to his Patreon. Not only that, but another calendar year passed where Wilshire Boulevard did not come out, and he still has pocketed all of the money, like $15,000 from Wilshire Boulevard that he promised would come out. It's been 3 years now. It's still not out. Pretty shameful shit there from Coach, but he has no shame about it. He's just going to take your money, and he doesn't give a fuck. He's already a millionaire, but he needs your money. Coach Red Pill, a strong contender. Finally, we have Mr. Medicare, and you know he might give me a run for his money because he is the original anti-grift preacher. Mr. Medicare preached against Patreon as digital welfare. He preached against merch stores as being gay and homosexual. And he reversed on all of that. He still is collecting super chats. His grift is incredible. Once a month, he just comes on and collects like 10 grand from the Sweetie Squad. Just gets that bag and fucks off. You know, he still sells merchandise and t-shirts. I mean, that's where he might have the edge on me. Because I haven't started the merch store yet. And that's where, you know, Daddy Jim, they defeat me for most shameless grifter. It's a competition. I mean, if it wasn't for Daddy Jim selling out, would I have sold my soul? No, that's the thing. Is he the root cause of all of my grifting? Is he the root cause of all of these grifters? Because if it wasn't for him, would Ralph have a grift? You know,
would Baked
have ever had a? Would Andy have a grift? It honestly, it all comes maybe back to Daddy Jim. But Andy, who won the award, the Golden Gun, this year for most shameless grifter?
The winner is PPP.
Let's go! I'm the king grifter now. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank the Academy of Kino and Nectar for this highest honor, the most shameless grifter award. And my promise to the Academy as most shameless grifter to defend my crown next year, I hereby solemnly pledge to open my own merch store to compete with Daddy Jim. This year you're going to be able to buy your own felted hat. It's going to be a green hat that says felted. This year you're going to be able to buy a PPP shirt with a starfish on it. You're going to be able to buy a Kino Casino shirt that says Kino Casino. And look, I promise to make the merch as low quality and low effort as possible. I promise that I will scam you guys as much as I humanly can and ensure I have the highest profit margins possible with the lowest effort put in. And remember, you in the audience, I will give you the content. I will give you the Kino, and you will make me rich. You will make me rich, because that's what this is about now. PPP is about getting paid, and that's the Hollywood PPP mindset. Thank you, Only Use Me Blade, my life coach. I want to give credit to Only Use Me Blade. I want to thank Daddy Jim for making it possible, for opening up the doors for shameless grifters like me to grift ironically and it be okay with the audience. I want to thank Jim. I want to thank Nick Ricada for giving me tips on how to grift. Last show, we started implementing $20 super chat minimums. We got to thank Nick Ricada. He also made an appearance on the F. Ralph Festival. Despite our differences, he knew that I would be a successful grifter and it would aid his grift. We have to thank Nick Ricada. Of course, I also have to thank Nick Fuentes, Beardson, Baked Alaska for making me so much money. If it wasn't for their stupidity, I wouldn't get paid as much. And once again, I just want to thank the Academy. So that's it.
Beautiful. This next award is
the V Award for Loyalty, named after Sargon's head capo V. This award commemorates the person who was most loyal a calendar year. And the nominees are Sean, the sheep of the Dick Show, Beardson, Beardley of America First, Odwinson, and Ursip. Holy fuck, folks. Let's take a look at Sean the Sheep first. I mean, despite the fact that the Dick Show is a complete embarrassment and that Dick Masterson advocates for molesting children and that thinks that Cuties is a work of art and produces some of the worst takes you'll ever see every fucking week, Sean has remained loyal year after year after year. There's something to be said for that, isn't there, Andy?
There is. No matter what Dick does, he follows. He is a loyal follower. Dick could actually like molest a child, and Sean would go, ha, yeah, start twitching and stuff. But that's the way Sean is. No matter what Dick does, he follows. It's actually quite impressive. You have to admit.
You have to. But there's a man here who might outdo him. That's Beardson Beardley.
Yes.
I mean, Andy. Beardson is such a sycophantic, loyal follower of Nick Fuentes. He actually torpedoed his own marriage so as to be an incel for Nick. I mean, there's something to be said for that, right? I mean, you get a divorce to show your loyalty to your master? I mean, that's some pretty high-level shit.
It's impressive. He's able to just torpedo his whole career to the ground by following in the steps of Nick Fuentes. Not taking our criticisms seriously. In fact, doubling down today, calling us demonic entities. This is the new talking point of America First, that we are actually demons spawned by
we're steeped in sin. Steeped in sin is what Beardson said. This is their new talking point, but what's going against Beardson for this award this year is that he cuckolded Nick by stealing a girl that Nick was interested in, and he bragged about it online. And then not only that, but he criticized Nick for being late to his shows. There's some very, very real disloyalty from Beardson this year. I mean,
yeah, I was shocked, but it's like he says it, and then the next day he's back to being full-on loyalist. Backpedals everything he said, all the criticisms, and then moves on and then doubles down. So, but is it loyal to betray and then come back on the week, every week? No. So Beardson, not a strong contender today for this year for the V Award for loyalty, I think.
Well, there's, perspicacity, or Persip, as I fondly call him. The homosexual manservant of the show has been loyal to the very bitter end. I got him in the divorce with Surfer. He stayed with me, true and loyal to the end. He gets a lot of clips for the show. Very, very loyal man is Perspicacity. Love you, buddy. You're nominated for the V Award for loyalty this year.
07's in chat.
07's for Persip. But of course, there's Godwinson. Why is Godwinson nominated for this award this year? Because when all this crazy shit happened in my life, and Surfer snaked on me and called the cops, and there was all that fucking bullshit, Godwinson counseled me in my hour of need. He walked me through how to damage control it, how to sweep it up under the rug. He didn't stab me in the back. If Godwinson had stabbed me in the back at that time, I would have been finished. But Godwinson was a fucking righteous man, and Godwinson counseled me also on starting my grift. He said, I can't publicly avow it, PPP, but, I understand why you have to do this now. And he gave me his kind of blessing on the grift there. Godwinson, a very loyal man, a righteous man, my friend, and I think that makes him a big front runner this year. Yeah. Andy, who won the award this year, the V Award for loyalty?
The V Award for loyalty. The winner is Godwinson.
Oh, huge win for Godwinson.
For the kind of blessing there for the grift.
Godwinson there wins the award, snapping Gator's eternal winning streak.
Whoa.
The V Award for loyalty.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Gator wasn't even nominated this year because he couldn't. He legally couldn't.
He legally could not be nominated for the award because he snaked on his master, Ethan Ralph, his Lord and Master. He stabbed him right in the back in his heart and devastated him. Congratulations to Godwinson for his victory on the V Award for loyalty.
Wow. Woo. Hell yeah. Ooh, the next one is kind of...
Well, this was a category that the Academy of Kino and Nectar had a really hard time filling out. Because we're like, who the fuck is left? are there any Killstream co-hosts left? So the next award is most irrelevant Killstream co-host. And to be honest with you, all of these nominees, we don't even know if they're still on the show or not. But because they're like, we don't know, that makes them the most irrelevant. We got Bibble, Dingo, and Larry Ridgway are nominees. Bibble, Dingo, and Larry Ridgway. Let's first take up Bibble. When time came and Andy snaked on Ralph, or Ralph snaked on Andy, depending on your point of view, we were sure that Andy would get Bibble in the divorce because Bibble was on Subcultured and, did videos with Andy, and it seemed like there was some business opportunity for them there, but Andy, he chose the wrong side.
I don't know. I think he's hiding. He's in hiding now. I really think he's not even on Killstream anymore. He's just hiding. People wanted no part of any of this. He fucking hitchhiked his way out of town, I guess. So, I don't think he's doing his weekend streams anymore either. I think he's vanished. So, he's not around. I guess that's better than being with Ralph. Just vanishing into thin air.
I mean, we got Dingo. I don't even know if Has Dingo ever even been an official co-host, or is he just a caller?
He's a caller, but we can call him a co-host in a certain way.
Yeah,
like a little.
I guess. I mean, I don't know if Ralph fired him last week. Nobody even knows what any of these fucking people are doing. Oh, and our final nominee, Larry Ridgway. Who? Everybody in the audience, who? Larry? I mean...
He has a show on D-Live, I think, still, called Hate House.
He's the most irrelevant person when he's still using D-Live in 2022.
Maybe he's not on D-Live anymore, because his show was pretty edgy.
Well, nobody even knows, but, he's the only person that didn't get purged from D-Live, because even the D-Live staff were like, who? What? Just, under a rock somewhere with, 3 viewers, and, we're all his family members.
I had a good time with Larry when I was on the show with him. He's a cool guy. I think I went on his show one time, Hate House, I think it's called.
The Hate House? What an optical name. Wow, what a great show, The Hate House. Just, is it just about hatred for minorities? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Apparently, Larry has been the most loyal of all the co-hosts, and he's there from time to time still.
Is he? I don't even know, man.
Look, this is irrelevancy. Andy, just tell us who won the award.
The winner for the most irrelevant Killstream co-host goes to Larry Ridgway. Are you shocked?
Okay. Nobody's surprised. Alright, we've given Larry enough time. The next award, the Scholar of the Year. This award is intended to commemorate the most intelligent person in the sphere. And the nominees are Trout, Keith Woods, Jean-Francois Guérepi, Hollywood God, Ocean Harrison, and Only Use Me Blade. Start off with Kraut. It's hard to argue with Kraut for this award because Kraut is the one who inspired this award with his famous line, "Academics, please respond." Kraut was the original YouTube scholar, and he's been putting out a lot of educational material this year. He's been putting out his Poland ball videos at a consistent rate, trying to educate people about India and China and Pakistan and Greece and shit like this. Kraut's a strong contender this year, Andy.
Yes. No, he's doing it. He's walking the walk, as they say.
He's walking the walk. He took down Noam Chomsky. Did a takedown of what many people consider to be the most preeminent intellectual living today. Exposed him as a retard and a bozo. That's what Kraut did this year. So he's trying to win this award really hard. We got Keith Woods, who many people consider to be the philosopher of our time, the genius behind the idea of the third position. People worship Keith Woods for his boring, dry political content and think that he's a god. So he's a strong contender. We have Jean-Francois Guérepi, of course. His show is literally so intellectual that no one watches it anymore. He's that big brain. I mean, and Andy, he's so galaxy brain that nobody can even comprehend what he's saying. Therefore, no one watches the show. Now, he's very intelligent.
Now, but here's the thing is, well, I'll have to add this. As Scholar of the Year, when you're dating a literal retard, this puts you down a few pegs. In my opinion, I'm not trying to say that, you know, your wife needs to be the most brilliant woman in the entire world, but when she's a complete and real retard, this does actually lower your score, in my opinion.
Is it? I mean, isn't it the most galaxy brain take imaginable to just fully dominate your retarded wife and lock her in a cage and then force her to cook you meals?
It would be, but she did break up with him for a few months and left the house, and he was very sad. He actually cried.
Well, but Andy, think of it. He had the genius move to start his own Wheel of Fortune game show with other women to replace Mama JF. And then he used that to emotionally blackmail her into coming back.
No, he didn't.
I mean, yeah, he did.
What the? Holy shit, are you kidding me? I gotta see that.
Oh, that's what he did, man. Like, that's what JF did.
That is a big brain move. Okay, you proved me wrong. There you go.
we got Hollywood God is up for the award this year.
Man. Brilliant,
I
man.
mean, he's a brilliant man. He gave us one of the most intellectual sayings of all time. I don't have to see shit to smell shit. That is up there with E = MC squared, in my opinion, as a profound statement of truth. Ocean Harrison, a perennial contender in this award. I mean, Ocean Harrison, her work on nihilism, anti-nihilism, her philosophical treatise on that was brilliant. We love you, Ocean. Ocean is a multiple-time Golden Gunt winner for E-Thought of the Year, and I believe she might have won Scholar of the Year previously, but my knowledge of the Academy's decisions is a bit lacking. And finally, we have Only Use Me Blade. A lot of people would question Only Use Me Blade as the Scholar of the Year. But remember, Only Use Me Blade is now my life coach. I live my life according to Only Use Me Blade's teachings that being poor sucks, that if you're poor, you should die. And honestly, you know, his statements in that motivational video were so profound that I feel he should be nominated for Scholar of the Year.
Excellent. Well, I have the envelope right here. So, the winner for Scholar excuse me, of the Year goes to Only Use Me Blade.
Let's go!
Oh! Congrats to Only Use Me Blade. And we actually have a video here to show everyone about the profound teachings of Only Use Me Blade, don't we, Ashton?
We do, ladies and gentlemen. Boy.
So you want to know the secret to life? There is no secret to life, dude. Live, die, fuck you. How about that? Be clean. Have a big dick. Figure it out, dude. I'm honestly gonna tell you what the secret is, dude. You can go through life trying to understand it, and you're not gonna understand, dude. You're poor. Fuck you, dude. Unless you're like Bill Gates or Johnny Hopes or something, fuck you. Die a little bit. So, here's what you can do, dude. Just realize it's okay if you're not awesome. Cool, dude. You're not awesome. I don't know, dude. But like, be you, dude. Be you. All you gotta do is just be you, dude. Just be you, dude. Experience it. Be you. And be good looking. If you're ugly, then I can't help you, dude. All you gotta do, dude, is just fucking embrace it, dude. Never settle. Figure it out, dude. And go for the long passes. If you play football, go for the long passes. Tom Brady's. Figure it out, dude. All you have to do is realize that poor people don't matter, dude. Poor people suck. Okay? As long as you understand that poor people suck, and that's poor people are like the sneezes of regret, dude. Fuck you, dude. So that's a very that's just real, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I hate when people ask me, how do you do YouTube? It's you. If people don't like you, look at yourself. Maybe you're poor. Maybe you suck. Maybe you suck. I don't know, dude. Like, I can't tell you how to be better because I'm better than you, but like, fucking figure it out, dude. Because I'm not even that great, dude. I'm average at best. So if you're looking at me like, oh, how I can be like him, then you already lost. Fucking have a nap on a train set, dude.
Wow, that was so profound, man. Like, I'm like blown away. And that was actually the video that turned PPP's life around.
It saved my life, honestly.
Yes.
This is one of the biggest awards of the night, Andy. This is a huge award, the Lauren Southern Legacy Award for E-Thought of the Year. And the nominees are Alice from IP2, Chew on Head, Ocean Harrison, Antsu, Ashton Birdie, and the chick from Politically Provoked.
What's her name? Does anyone know her name?
Nobody knows. It might be Lauren. It might be
Jessica.
Jessica. Who knows? No one gives a shit.
The Politically Provoked chick. Okay.
But she's been making a big impact this year, hosting Politically Provoked. Lets the groypers go on and dogpile people. This is the new discourse, is just like a blonde bimbo tart letting Nick Fuentes run a show. Yeah, that's Politically Provoked chick. We have Ashton Birdie. She didn't really do a whole lot this year, but she has really large tits, so she was nominated. There's Pantsu. Of course, Pantsu was a huge impact player this year, birthing the demon child, Susanna. Okay. Pantsu was involved in a lot of drama this year. Pantsu became the official co-host of the Kill Stream this year. I mean, Pantsu's contributions to the sphere are noted by the Academy with this nomination. Of course, Ocean Harrison, the winner of the last two Golden Gunts, or E-Thought of the Year. She's looking for the three-peat this year and to overtake Lauren Southern for the award. Ocean Harrison, though, folks, her activity this year has been really lacking. There have been no videos of her showering this year, which has got to knock off some points. Like, no videos of her in the shower, really, Ocean? I mean, she did a review of Ariana Grande's perfume, I think, this year. And she got her first YouTube check, which was so massive that she basically retired and didn't make any videos from that point on. It's kind of hard to give Ocean the award this year, but, I mean, okay, Ocean.
She
And
did
it's
win
always
the
popping.
She won the last 2 years in a row, so she had to be on the list here because now we have to put the other E-Thoughts against her and see.
She's
is
always
she
popping.
maintaining. Yeah,
She's always popping. Of course, Chew on Head, perennial contender for this award. Shu pumped out her shitty Hell World videos and somehow made a living off of simps while producing very little content. So that was Shu. And also she was busy trying to get with Vosh and being rejected by Vosh. Imagine being rejected by Vosh. And our final nominee, Alice from IP2.
What?
Alice, I mean, holy shit. He fucking had the huge breakup arc with Chicken, destroyed Chicken's apartment. Recently, this week, she came on and told all about her experience being raped by Ethan Ralph. Baked Alaska masturbating to trannies. Alice, I think, was on an RV last year. She had some crazy moments with Gucci's. She's got the Daddy Joey arc now. I mean, Alice is a strong contender.
And she fought a porn star.
She did. She got fucked up by a porn star, beaten fucking senseless. Yeah. That image was very, very iconic. To say the least.
All
Andy,
right.
who is the Lauren Southern Legacy Award winner for E-Thought of the Year?
The winner goes to Alice.
Whoa! What? Alice from IP2 with the fucking huge upset over Ocean Harrison. Ocean Harrison in tears will not be bringing home her third golden gunt. Ocean Harrison's career is in tatters. She was counting on this victory to revitalize her career, but I received instruction from Godwinson that because she took that money from YouTube, she was not to win the award this year. So Alice is the Lauren Southern Legacy Award winner. Alice from IP2 is the E-Thought of the Year.
Congratulations to Alice from IP2.
Our next award is a very important award. It's the Noah Antweiler Award for Critic of the Year.
Oof.
And the nominees are Movie Bob, Nostalgia Critic, Cinema Snob, Angry Joe, and Hollywood God. Very strong lineup here. I mean, Movie Bob, this was his big comeback year that Lindsay Ellis has fallen. But, you know, he didn't do a whole lot with it. But at the same time, Lindsay Ellis is off the internet. So Movie Bob is winning.
He won.
Nostalgia Critic. I mean, a picture of consistency. Sure, his reviews might be cringe as fuck. But they still come out every week. And they're still drawing in viewership. And Doug is an icon of critique. And that's why he's on this list. Cinema Snob. Still highly consistent, highly active. Incredible reviews coming up from Cinema Snob. Angry Joe, Andy, your favorite critic, is on the list.
I would say so. My favorite on the list for sure. Angry Joe, always releasing angry reviews. Sure, they're about a month late after the game is released because he takes 5 years to make a video. But he does have the Angry Joe News, which I do enjoy.
And finally, we have Hollywood God, host of the Hollywood Hell Show, one of the most prolific news shows for Hollywood gossip and movie news. Hollywood God, the host of the Hollywood Hell Show. Not only that, but he brings forward some intense movie reviews, as we said earlier. Savage Zack Snyder's Justice League. He didn't need to see shit to smell shit, but he saw it anyway. And according to him, it truly was abysmal shit. Savage Zack Snyder's zombie movie that came out this year that nobody fucking remembers. Hollywood God does his unboxing of children's toys, and you get to guess what children's toy it is. A strong contender from Hollywood God. Andy, who is the winner of the Noah Antweiler Award for Critic of the Year?
The winner goes to Hollywood God wins.
Whoa, a huge victory for Hollywood God.
Big upset
Hollywood
for the
God
Angry Joe fucking bros out there.
Angry Joe bros are seething. Movie Bob bros are crying into their fucking pillows right now. Hollywood God taking home the big W. This is the crowning achievement of Hollywood God's life. In 56 years of sweeping up church bathrooms, Hollywood God has never achieved the epic heights of this. He will go down in history now as a Golden Gun winner.
Congratulations.
Our next category is Life Coach of the Year.
Oh, I wonder who's going to win this one.
And the nominees are Coach Red Pill, Coach Black Pill, Beardson Beardley, and Only Use Me Blade. Now, Coach Red Pill, of course, a consistent perennial contender for Life Coach of the Year with his Women Are Dogs philosophy. Coach pioneered that women are like dogs and you must train them like a dog in order to be successful. And that philosophy is still highly popular today. Coach Blackpill with his lookism philosophy, real pioneer in the field of lookism, maxing, all that sort of shit. Coach Blackpill bringing forward a different perspective, which is if you weren't born attractive with a big penis, it's over for you and you should kill yourself. Coach Blackpill with the if you weren't born a Chad, it's over and you should kill yourself philosophy, a strong nominee. And of course we have Beardson Beardley with his loner doomer incel freak philosophy, which is that you should make yourself as ugly, disgusting, unattractive, and mentally ill as possible, and that's how you'll win in life. It's cutting edge, like bleeding edge philosophy by Beardson. Nobody has ever thought of this before. No. Very contrarian.
Very original.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
And of course we have Only Use Me Blade with his philosophy of if you're poor, you should die. And, that's my new life philosophy. Andy, who is the winner of Life Coach of the Year?
The winner of Life Coach of the Year goes to Only Use Me Blade.
Let's go.
No one's surprised. We all saw the video. He's fantastic with his words. His philosophy is very prolific, very true. If you are poor, figure it out, dude. Figure it out,
dude.
Figure it out.
All right.
Anytime I'm struggling in life right now, all I think is, figure it out, dude.
All right, our next award, this is a very prestigious award, is for Best Debate. And the nominees are Ethan Ralph versus Mr. Medicare, EPP versus Chaggett with Impartial Moderator, EPP versus Randbot and Ethan Ralph on Twisted Mind, Nicholas J. Fuentes versus Styx Hexenhammer on the Kill Stream, and our final nominee, Leo Pirate versus Demon Mama. Whoa!
Wow, this is a good category because so much to say about all these. Ralph versus Medicare, what a crazy stream that was, and it was on Matt Jarbo's, who's a winner like this year, so that's actually adds to the lore of this. Very interesting there, but I do like the PPP versus Chaggett with Impartial Moderator. I really enjoyed that. Impartial Moderator, if you don't know who that is Godwinson being the Impartial Moderator.
It was very impartial.
He was very, the most impartial of moderators.
He was sent by the Killstream Commission. He was sent by Ethan Ralph to ensure a fair and true and honest debate, and he really did. PPP versus Randbot and Ethan Ralph. This was a show that it's what happens on Twisted Mind stays on Twisted Mind, and so we had to bring it onto the Daka Daka channel. But this featured Ethan Ralph threatening to stab me in the throat with a knife if he ever saw me.
I was almost banned from Odyssey for that, by the way.
Yeah. And Randbot was exposed for having dirt floors and having a Yenta wife. He denied being his wife. That was pretty good. Nick Fuentes versus Styx was the most intellectual, perhaps, debate of nominees. And it featured Styx Hexenhammer busting out the cat ears to dab on Mr. Fuentes. Oh, gotta think about that. And of course, Leo Pirate versus Demon Mama a real dark horse debate here, but it was incredibly impressive to watch Demon Mama get felted by Leo Pirate. Leo Pirate remained cool, calm, and collected, and was bringing the word of the Lord to Demon Mama there, despite his status as the biggest snake in history. Andy, who got the Golden Gunt this year for best debate?
The winner goes to PPP versus Chaggett with impartial moderator. Whoa!
Another big win for PP this year, participating in the best debate. But I couldn't have done it without my partners in the debate, impartial moderator Godwinson, and of course the most autistic, retarded pedophile on earth, Chaggett. Incredible victory for PPP here, picking up my second Golden Gunt of the night, and it's because I'm a king. All right. Our next award is the Morning Kumite Tombstone Award for the most boring show. And the nominees are Tequila Sunrise, The Kill Stream, The Dick Show, Arcada Law, Gator Time, Out at the Internet, and Twisted Mind.
No, I don't like that last one.
Oh,
I'm gonna say Twisted Mind. We had some amazing times on there. There were some dry eps, but a lot of the times there was a lot of fun shit happening there. It was a very intense show that went to the edge all the time. We were banned about 4 or 5 times. We were on a roll with D-Live having 900 viewers per show until we were banned because of Baked Alaska. We lost our morale. And then Odyssey being one of the worst platforms there on the internet. We only had about 90 viewers. They never promoted us. They hit us in the in the site. We lost our morale, and there we became low energy. But at the height of the show, Twisted Mind was one of the best shows on the internet.
Oh, and the saying was, what happened on Twisted Mind stayed on Twisted Mind. I don't know if you're coping or what there, but this is what the Academy came up with, Andy, and we got to respect their decisions. We got to talk about, Tequila Sunrise.
Oh,
this is the
worst show. Dude, I watched a bit yesterday. 10 minutes, I'm like, I can't even ironically watch this. It's so...
It's literally, Ralph doesn't even say anything. He just smokes a cigar in the morning. The first thing Ralph does is smoke a cigar in the morning.
And watches the news.
He just watches, Jen Psaki, defend Joe Biden. The most boring, dry shit you could possibly imagine. With no commentary.
Whenever he says anything in between anything... It's about his show. He's like, so he sees this like chick talking for 10 minutes, right? And his commentary is, I think I should buy a new lighting setup. And then he unpauses it and keeps, you know what I mean? It's not even about the thing he's watching. And he smokes so many cigars. He must rank every day. But he always does, obviously. But just cigars constantly. Wow, that baby's gonna smell a lot of cigars.
We got the Kill Stream. It's pretty much more of the same of Tequila Sunrise, except sometimes there's a guest that either makes it even more boring and shitty, or sometimes will elevate the show to the level of you could fall asleep to it. And we got the Dick Show, which nobody has seen an episode of in over 16 months. Then there's Arcada Law, which gotta be one of the driest, shittiest fucking programs out there. I don't know how anyone watches it, but thousands of people do. I don't know. And then we have...
I will say real quick about Arcada Law. Whoa. Was his Kyle Rittenhouse coverage with all the lawyers on there was very entertaining. He does know how to put on a good show, but like you said, a majority of his show is just him reading $20 super chats and reading legal forms. So,
Well, next up we have Gator Time, which is the only show which, with Daddy Jim on, couldn't even break 1,000 viewers or $100 in chats. It's tough.
I love Gator, though. You're my friend.
When even Daddy Jim can't save your show, and it sucks ass, you know it's a fucking bad time. And of course we have Mad at the Internet with Josh Moon. I was like, how could this be nominated? Like, a lot of people really like this show. It's got a lot of viewers, so I was like, let me try and tune into this yesterday. And I honestly, Andy, I actually fell asleep within the first 10 minutes of the show. It was bad. Hey guys, it's me, Josh. I'm sad at the internet. I had notes for my show, but I deleted them. So now I'm going to cope about how I deleted the notes for my show for 15 minutes until PPP falls asleep. But I will talk about Attila and Jewel and know nothing about them and talk about them in the most disinterested way possible. So I was like, oh shit, maybe the Academy of Kino and Nectar knew what they were talking about. Andy, have you tried watching Mad at the Internet?
Yes, I did. I watched the last episode that was on the archives there, and I listened to about 5 minutes of it, but I was distracted. I was playing Civilization 4, and I was more interested in my game and increasing my armies to destroy the Portuguese. I know I am Portuguese, but they were my enemies in this particular game. And I have no idea what happened on Mad at the Internet because I tuned out. So.
Anyway, Andy, who won this award?
All right. And the winner. Please don't be Twisted Mind. If it is, I'm going to be mad. Speaking of mad, Mad at the Internet wins the most.
Whoa! A shocking upset by Mad at the Internet. The show is more boring, according to the Academy of Kino and Nectar, than the Tequila Sunrise, Kill Stream, Gator Time. Gosh, gotta step up your game, bro. You're more boring than Gator now. Whoa, buddy, huge win for Josh Moon and Mad at the Internet. They have secured the Morning Kumite Tombstone Award for most boring show. I thought it would be Tequila Sunrise or Gator Time. Huge upset by Josh. Massive victory. So our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the T-Clips Award for the most pathetic parasite. Very fitting. Very fitting. And the nominees are Ator, Jaden McNeil, Bibble, Beardson, Jake Alaska, and Matt Jarbo. Now, Gator as a nominee, you know, he was subservient, suckling to the Gunts as his lord and master for a lot of 2021, but then he stabbed Ralph in the back, destroying him. Now, does that mean that he was a parasite in the sense that he was damaging to his host? Or, you know, it could be now he's latched himself onto Mr. Vickers. But, you know, it could be, I mean, he left Ralph, so maybe he's not a parasite, but he's still on the list here for the most pathetic parasite. We have Jaden McNeil. Jaden McNeil is a pathetic parasite because he literally wouldn't exist without Nick Fuentes. There wouldn't be a Jaden McNeil show without Nick. He would have no viewers, no following. He's literally the most boring, useless person. I mean, Andy, like, have you ever watched a Jaden stream?
I watched 1 5-minute clip of Nick Fuentes talking about pounding his dumper. That's about all I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Enough said.
And if you think about it, that is like parasitic right there. You know what I mean?
There's Bibble is on the list, Andy. And
but he's vanished, so I don't know. The parasite fell off, I guess. I don't know.
We got Beardson. Once again, is a huge parasite off of Nick Fuentes. And without Nick, he would have no career, no money, nothing. Baked Alaska, who's just a parasite on society in general. but he's also like a parasite on everyone around him. He's, being a parasite on what JJ, Zycotic, all the people on the RV. He's just leeching off of them, leeching off their content, trying to get them to make him money, but they're not doing a great job. And of course, he's a leech of Nick Fuentes, trying to leech off America First and off Christian values. Pretty disgusting, pathetic parasite is Baked Alaska. And of course, a perennial contender in this category, Matthew Jarbo. It's the parasite to the algorithm, a joke of a man. Sad to say. Andy, who is the winner of the T-Clips Award for the most pathetic parasite this year?
The winner is Beardson Beardley.
A very deserved win for Beardson. Without Nicholas J. Fuentes, he would be nothing. Nothing. And he is harmful to the host. He's harmful to Nick. He's harmful to America First. The true definition of a parasite, Beardson Beardley. Our next award is the Best OBS Slave Insect, and the nominees are Brian Dunn, Trout, Orsky, and the winner is...
It's me.
Oh, Andy wins!
No way. Okay, how is this possible?
Andy, you got a big win.
Wait.
You run the OBS, but bro, like you run OBS way better than Crowd or Brian. Gotta admit that.
But slave insect? Like, do those words need to be in the award, or?
That's what the award has been traditionally called.
Shit. Well, thank you, everyone. Yes, I've been using OBS for a long time now, so I want to thank OBS, the open broadcasting software there, for working very well. And I want to thank everyone who made this possible. Ashton, of course, Kyler, my parents, my cat.
All right, our next award is the Christopher Cantwell Award for Most Effective Federal Agent. The nominees this year are Baked Alaska, Fuentes, and Milo Yiannopoulos. I mean, Baked Alaska is indeed a highly effective federal asset at this point. He's got tons of people to donate to his grift scam glow, giving their names and doxes over to the feds. He's entrapped a ton of people through text message communications that he's handed over to the feds. He's got away with committing a ton of crimes, delegitimizing the movement and making it into a big-time joke. Baked is a big-time contender for this award, isn't he, Andy?
Oh, yeah, 100%. He there's some rumblings around the grapevine there that he actually, to lower the sentence that he has, is giving apparently phone numbers out and addresses, emails, PayPals, all that stuff to the FBI. This hasn't been 100% confirmed, but the evidence is mounting. So yes, I would agree.
Then you got Nick Fuentes, the Mexican child leader of the white race. He's currently running a demoralization campaign on the right wing, telling you not to have children, not to have a girlfriend, to be a loner, doomer, incel freak. Very effective psyops by Mr. Fuentes this year. Really trying to get that Chris Cantwell Award. But the next nominee, Milo, really think about it, he's probably the one pulling the strings on that whole operation. He's the one that's got Marjorie Taylor Greene at AFPAC. He's the one that's running the back end on the site with all the Groyper doxes. So, Milo has a case as well. Andy, who has won the Christopher Cantwell Award for Most Effective Federal Agent?
The winner is... Baked Alaska.
Oh, Baked Alaska. What a deserved win. Christopher Cantwell of our age, Baked Alaska.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Well deserved. Our next award is the Jean-Francois Garepi Legacy Award for the most disturbing exploitation of a mentally ill person. And the nominees are EPP for his exploitation of Surfer, EPP for his exploitation of Ralph, EPP for his exploitation of Warski, Baked for his exploitation of Chaggett, and Chicken for his exploitation of Tommy. Well, I guess I'm a real scumbag this year. I was exploiting Surfer, making him clean up my shit. Just stealing from Surfer, I guess. Using him for content. I was just filming him cooking, making a fool of himself. I exploited the shit out of him, I guess, and he is mentally ill.
May I ask why I'm on this list? That would make me a mentally ill person, or?
Well, if the shoe fits, I don't know. Andy, I don't know. The Academy of Kino and Nectar works in mysterious ways, Andy.
If I win, guess, if you exploiting me wins, I'm fucking OBS off.
You're fucking leaving the show.
I'm leaving the show.
We got my exploitation of Ralph, where I've been psychologically breaking Ralph and making money off of him. That's good. There's Baked exploiting Chaggett, where he literally filmed Chaggett going around saying that he had sex with a 13-year-old when he was 18 for hours. Baited Chaggett for like hours in a car, had the cops. I mean, that was a crazy saga. The Baked exploitation of Chaggett. And then we have Chicken exploiting Tommy. This was a pretty disgusting exploitation as well.
Tommy lost everything. He lost his job at Walmart. He is, though, as the Desert Boy IRL streamer, he is making donos, but his donos, for example, on the weekend, were based on him actually being kicked out of an Uber and having to walk 2.5 hours while people donated Toad singing songs in black neighborhoods, waking people up with N-word donos as well. So he is still being exploited by the IP2 audience, but it was made through Chicken.
All right. Well, who's the award going to this year?
All right. This envelope will have the name of the possible outcome of KINO Casino being canceled. So, the winner goes to PPP exploitation of Surfer. Let's go!
Another golden gun for PPP. This is my third golden gunt on the night, and this one is really well deserved. I mean, I absolutely exploited this guy for everything that he was fucking worth. I had his mother doing my laundry. I had him buying me groceries. I had him cleaning up my shit off the toilet seat. I had this guy cooking my meals like my manservant. I had this guy giving me like low-level fucking rent. And I rode this guy for everything he was fucking worth. I squeezed every last drop out of this guy. And when I was done with him, I threw him into the trash like a fucking used Kleenex. Went on my own way, making tons of money, more successful than I've ever been on YouTube. More viewers, more critical acclaim, more money. I mean, it was an absolute exploitation of Surfer. And now I'm exploiting him even still for content, for views, and for money. And, you know, the guy is just a total alcoholic, dancing naked for pedophiles. And, you know, it couldn't have happened to a bigger retard. Thank you to the Academy for giving me this award for exploiting the drunken Surfer.
And the show's not banned. So that's 2 wins there. That's 2 wins. Perfect.
All right, our next award here on the Golden Gunts is the Best Cult Award. And the nominees are the Groypers, Bears of Owen Benjamin, Sweetie Squad of Mr. Medicare, and the Ralpha Male Cult, and last but not least, Coach Red Pill's Project Mayhem. Very compelling cases could be made for any of these cults. I mean, the Groypers, Nick has them so brainwashed now that they are now turning themselves into loner, doomer, incel freaks, Andy.
Yeah.
That's some pretty psychotic cult shit. Anybody who disagrees with Nick is being purged from the cult, saying that he's Stalin. Some pretty crazy shit there from the Groypers this year.
However,
Strong contention.
the one point against them is the fact that the movement is actually getting smaller. The cult is getting smaller when usually you want your cult to grow, to make more money and exploit more people. They are shrinking their cult.
But sometimes you want addition by subtraction. You want to remove anybody with critical thinking skills from the cult because they might undermine your authority. So in a sense, as the Groyper cult gets smaller and smaller, it becomes a more effective cult for Nicholas J. Fuentes, siphon off more money and obedience from his followers.
Ah, good point. Good point.
We have Owen Benjamin and his bears. I mean, this guy is convincing his followers to drink turpentine, which is pretty intense. Drink fucking turpentine. He got the queen bee to smoke turpentine from a bong, which is pretty fucking nuts. He has his own cult compound, Bertaria. He's got guys fucking working with pickaxes to get water for him. Pretty intense stuff there. The Sweetie Squad of Mr. Medicare is still buying his hats and giving him thousands of dollars to put in low-effort streams. That's pretty intense. They still mindlessly worship his cock. The Ralpha males, I don't even know how many of them are left.
Like 80?
But just think about how delusional you would have to be in the Ralpha male cult in 2022 after all that's happened. Holy shit. That's a level
insane.
of delusion that
You know what?
none of the other cults can compete with. Really.
You know, yeah. You have to admit, yeah, you're right. Holy.
And finally, we have Coach Red Pill's Project Mayhem. Coach was convincing people to fly out to his compound in the Ukraine to do his laundry and fucking clean his gutters out and build him cabins and, you know, do his chores. He was convincing people to put toothpicks in locks to destroy locks. You know, convincing people to like bomb abortion clinics and shit like this. He was giving out his assignments every week, and it was Project Mayhem. And he was saying that he was the new Tyler Durden. It was pretty insane, Andy.
And now he is the face of Russia, international terrorist spy in the Ukraine, and still has followers, and they're growing. That's the thing, is it's growing. Project Mayhem might actually become, Fight Club might become real.
Oh,
you never know. All right. You ready to see the winner?
All right.
All right.
The winner is
Coach Red Pill's Project Mayhem is the winner.
a deserving winner.
Very deserving winner. Like, seriously. Oh, Ralph
Our
and
next,
Mel seating.
The Ralph males have missed out on another award. Ralph so far hasn't won jack shit this year.
Whoa.
All right, our next category, the failed IRL event of the year. Whoa. Our nominees, Ralph's trip to Portugal. Okay. AFPAC 3, the Yoba RV, and the Groyper rally in Springfield against the vaccine. This is a very competitive category. I mean, first up, you have Ralph's trip to Portugal. The guy tried to fly to your home country to own you, Andy, and got fucking beat the fuck out of by Portuguese men, and they stole his purse and auctioned it on eBay. He fucking had to get orbital bone surgery, Andy.
Which started the
face is
domino
permanent.
effect of him losing his
face is
career.
Permanently drooped, and then Mr. Medicare ended up debating him and fucking destroying his career further. I mean, unbelievable. Ralph's trip to Portugal, such a strong contender.
Very strong contender.
AFPAC 3, I mean, unmitigated disaster, went hours too long. Peters turned on Marjorie Taylor Greene, shitting on the keynote speaker. A lot of boring boomers. There weren't 1,000 people in attendance. That was a lie. The speakers afterwards ended up disavowing Nick, caused fractures in the movement. Stu got exiled from the movement. It was a clusterfuck, to say the least. The Yoba RV.
Well, yeah, you don't like that. The highlight of the Yoba RV was literally him eating cold beefaroni, followed by the laptop breaking down, followed by the ring light breaking down, followed by the next day, or the relaunch 2 days later, the whole RV blowing a gasket and oil spilling all over the Orlando streets and causing them to actually have to abandon the RV, renting a car to make it back home, and Yoba wasn't on the RV on that day at all. Making $9 grand total, by the way.
And our final nominee, the Groyper anti-vax rally in Springfield. What a clusterfuck this was. This is where we had the Pit of Vipers turning on Culture War Criminal, Ralph snaking on CWC, Beardson and Bake trying to press CWC, and Beardson getting fucking felted by a soccer mom who got up in his face, and if it wasn't for people holding the soccer mom back, she would have beat Beardson's ass.
To death.
We had a bunch of weird boomer speakers because they were trying to co-opt like this boomer rally and it failed. It was just insane. The Groyper rally in Springfield, an unmitigated disaster. It made people want to take the vaccine. All right. Andy, the winner is...
The winner for failed IRL event of the year goes to... Ralph's trip to Portugal!
It couldn't have been anything else, could it have been?
No.
This was like the...
It was the destruction of his career and the gaining of our careers. It was so bad. It propelled us into success.
It's time for our next award for Father of the Year.
Oh.
And the nominees are Ethan Ralph, Mr. Vickers, Attila Bach, and DSP with his son Jasper the Cat.
Oh.
We've got, some strong contention here. Ethan Ralph. He's got his daughter Susanna now. He has his son Xander, who he hasn't seen or paid child support to. We have Mr. Vickers, who's decided to launch a tireless internet crusade against Mr. Ralph as revenge for Ralph fucking and thumbing his daughter and releasing a sex tape. We've got Attila Bach. Decision of his life. Well, it wasn't even his decision when his child was taken away from him because Jewel Rancid, his fiance there, is a filthy crackhead.
And she said she wanted to sell the child for $50K.
But Attila may not even fucking really be the father. Have you seen the gangbang tapes of Jewel taking cum from all these black men?
Yep. Unfortunately, yep.
DSP may not have a human child, but he certainly does care for Jasper the Cat. Andy, who's the winner of Father of the Year?
The Father of the Year goes to... third chair, Mr. Vickers.
Mr. Vickers.
Let's go, Mr. Vickers.
Mr. Vickers.
He is really the Father of the Year because someone fucked with his daughter and now he's ruining that person's life to the bitter end for years and years and years. And we haven't even seen the full power yet, the full power level, because he's still going after him, especially after the rape claims by Alice yesterday, or the other day rather. He really is a father who will defend his children to the bitter end. Beautiful.
Well, our next award is the Leo Pirate Award for Snake of the Year. And the nominees are Gator for snaking Ethan Ralph, Surfer for snaking PPP, Flamenco for snaking Ethan Ralph. Ultra War Criminal for snaking Nick Fuentes. Stu Peters for snaking Nick Fuentes. And Josh for snaking Chris Chan. I mean, this is, I think, honestly, the hardest award to give out this year. Because there were so many intense snakenings. I mean, take it from the top. I mean, Gator, a loyalist man. A man that no one thought would ever snake. No matter what Ralph did. Sex tapes, doxings, swattings, fucking whatever evil act that Ralph did, Gator was always there to defend it, to sweep it up. And Gator turned on Ralph in the most vicious way possible, joining forces with Ralph's most bitter enemies, me and you, joining forces with Mr. Vickers, releasing DMs, the sacred DMs between Gator and Ralph to Vickers, putting Ralph into legal jeopardy, potentially landing Ralph in jail. I mean, that has got to be one of the biggest snakenings in history. Then you got Surfer, who called the cops on me and then proceeded to spend the next 6 months crying about how I left him for e-girls like a jilted fucking lover bitch. Like, holy fucking shit, Surfer. And he's still crying about it to this fucking day. Get over it, bro. Like, he's like a vicious little bastard. He goes around everywhere to try and smear my name. When we were best friends, when we were brothers in arms together, he can't let it go that I wanted to do something else with my life. I mean, this guy was like so determined to try and destroy my life. And, you know, this Surfer, he's one of the biggest snakes of all time. It's unbelievable. Who would have ever thought? It's on the level of Gator snaking Ralph, really. Then you've got Flamenco, who snaked Ralph by shaking a pill bottle. Somehow that was he shook the pill bottle with Daddy Jim, and that was, you're a motherfucker, Flam. You got Culture War Criminal, who snaked Fuentes. He dared question whether people should be playing video games instead of building the movement. What a dastardly snake. You got Stu Peters, with one of the most base snakenings of all time, shitting on Marjorie Taylor Greene for disavowing race realism at AFPAC, who got kicked out of the movement. Finally, Josh snaking Chris Chan. Josh, has been with Chris Chan through a lot of fucked up, terrible things that Chris did, and Josh betrayed Chris in his final hour in order to save his own ass. Shameful to see. Andy, who has won the Leo Pirate Award for Snake of the Year?
The winner goes to Shannon, a.k.a. Gator.
Shannon Gaines, the gamer Gator, has won Snake of the Year. Gator, congratulations. You fucking devastated Ralph and his life. It might have went for Surfer, but Surfer really didn't have an impact like Gator did, so it is what it is. Massive victory for Gator as he wins Snake of the Year.
Let's go, Gator. Ooh,
Our
the
next
one's
award.
good. I like the next one, by the way. This is very, very interesting.
The Ice Poseidon 2 Award for Content King of IP2. And the nominees are Edie, Attila, Tommy, Chicken, Alice, and Kyler IRL. I mean, Speedy was really on fire with his content last year. Tons of crazy fucking moments for Speedy. I mean, Attila nearly crashed the RV with no survivors.
He pulled an axe out, remember, and swung it at things in his house and yelled, "Where's my axe?" He was also naked on Bitwave, screaming at his black neighbor, saying that he's going to murder the neighbor while naked, and asked the neighbor to pull a gun on him, and then he grabbed an axe, and it was just some crazy stuff there from Attila.
And he was a father this year also.
Yeah.
You got Tommy, who was the breakout star of RV7 in many ways. He almost got laid with that green-haired chick, remember?
Yeah.
I don't know, he couldn't get hard or something like this. Tommy had a lot of fucking moments this year. Chicken, he had the whole breakup arc with Alice. He was running RV7. He fucking content sprayed Attila, beat Attila's ass. Alice, who fucking destroyed Chicken's apartment. Now the arc with Daddy Joey, exposing Ralph, exposing Baked. Alice is a strong contender. Of course, we have Kyler IRL.
My friend.
Kyler got egged. Kyler got into fights with Tommy, slap fights with Tommy on the RV. Kyler was locked outside of the RV in the cold. Kyler got pressed a lot by various people, and then he was pressing back. Kyler IRL, strong contender. Andy, who won the Ice Poseidon 2 award for Content King this year?
The winner goes to Kyler IRL. Let's go.
A massive upset for Kyler IRL. Is that performing, according to the Academy of Kino and Nectar, producing the most content of any creator on IP2 this year? Kyler IRL. Kyler, take it away with your acceptance, the Golden Gunt.
Hi, it's me, Kyler, the winner of the Internet Poseidon 2 Content King Awards for the Golden Gunts. This is my first Golden Gunt ever, and hopefully not the last. I hope for many years to come, I continue to provide the best content in the game. Look at the competition for this list here. Attila, Alice, Tommy, and Chicken. I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. I have more talent in my pinky finger than these fucking retards do, combined in one room. Except for Speedy, but he's been in rehab, so he doesn't count this year. There is JJ, though. If JJ was up for the running, he should have won. He would have won. So shouts out to JJ. Other than that, thank you guys. It's a pleasure. And I wish for all of you guys to have a prosperous rest of your lives. I don't know. Honestly, I don't give a fuck either. Peace.
Thank you very much, Kyler. We are so happy that you won there. We love you, buddy, and keep producing that content. It's the best IP2 content we've ever seen, and that will ever be on IP2. So, beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, so up next we have Worst Take of the Year, and the nominees are Josh Moon for Pizza Day is the most effective way to lose weight. Richard Spencer for The Vaccine is Safe and Effective. We have the Archfiend for his take that Putin will be overthrown by Saturday, March 1st. It is now the 27th of March, and Vladimir Putin has not been overthrown and been killed. Nick Fuentes for his take that having sex with women is gay. Surfer for his take that he was the one that made the content and that PPP would be nothing without him. And Chaggett for his take that having sex with a 13-year-old when you're 18 is okay. I mean, what a category.
This category is crazy. I mean, so many strong contenders here. Nick Fuentes, of course, saying that women make you gay when you have sex with them, or having sex with them is gay, is just the craziest take I've ever heard. Really?
I mean, you got Chaggett justifying pedophilia, saying it's okay to be a pedophile. I mean, Surfer's delusional take that he was the one that made the content, and he now streams to 2 or 3 viewers, and we stream to a couple thousand. I mean, sad shit from Surfer there. I mean, Archfiend, just totally insane, just lost his mind saying Putin was going to be overthrown and McDonald's left the country. It didn't happen. Archfiend is obviously losing his mind in his old age. Of course, Richard Spencer with his federal agent takes about vaccines. And then Josh Moon with, the Pizza Day. I mean, Pizza Day!
Pizza Day!
It's Pizza Day, everybody! I mean, that will live in infamy forever, Pizza Day.
And now,
Andy.
whenever I see pizza or a pizza shop, I yell, Pizza Day. It's just stuck in my thoughts now forever. Pizza Day. Okay, the winner of the worst take of the year, Golden Gun, goes to Josh Moon with Pizza Day. Beautiful.
I mean, was there ever any doubt? I
No.
mean, it's a worse take than like pedophilia is correct, or having sex with women is gay. I mean, that's where Josh is at. Josh has taken home his second Golden Gun of the night. Huge success for Josh here with Pizza Day. I mean, he'll live forever. Okay. Our next award is the Janny of the Year. And the nominees are Josh Moon, Argoy of Akkad, Perspicacity, and Beardson Beardley. And a lot of them have big claims this year. I mean, Josh Moon, head janitor of Kiwi Farms, cleaning it up, sweeping it up, controlling the narratives. He's got to be a big contender for Janny of the Year. And you've got Sargoy. Sargoy was the ultimate Janny for us for so long in the PPP chat, but we haven't seen him too much, so it's hard to give Sargoy the award this year, even though he's very deserving. Of course, Perspicacity, the head PPP Janny. He's always there with his broomstick to sweep it up for me, so I don't have to deal with the peasantry and the nobodies and the cockroaches and the insects. Perspic brings out the golden broomstick and felts those motherfuckers. Blessed be the name of Perspicacity. And of course, there's Beardson Beardley, who always cleans it up for Fuentes, the guard dog of America First. But lately, he's really been dropping the ball. Hasn't been able to sweep it up very effectively at all. So we'll see if Beardson can win the award this year despite his subservience. Andy, who is the Janny of the Year?
The award goes to Persip.
Whoa, Persip!
Congrats,
Let's see if Persip will give us an acceptance speech for Janny of the Year. Whoa!
Thank you there, Persip, for the nice acceptance speech.
And our next award is for Slowest Dying Man. And the nominees are James Augustine, James O'Shaughnessy, Internet Aristocrat, Mr. Medicare, Mr. Anti-Bully, and Quarantined Coof. Andy, who has won the Slowest Dying Man award this year?
Okay. The winner of the Slowest Dying Man award goes to Jim James O'Shaughnessy Augustine Aristocrat.
Whoa!
Congratulations.
Big win for Jim there. Big Golden Gun win for Jim this year. Second year in a row, he has won Slowest Dying Man. Will he still be alive next year to collect this award? We'll have to wait and see, but I imagine he will. Our next award is Best Twitter Account. And the nominees are Rout, Dooney, Lindsay Ellis, Ethan Ralph, Movie Bob, A.K. Rowling. I mean, a lot of strong contenders here. I mean, Kraut always gives us unhinged geopolitical takes, shitting on Italians, shitting on Turkish people, going hard against Putin. Kraut's a top contender. Spoonie, literally just a depressed piece of shit. Talking about how his life sucks, his PC can't run Cyberpunk. Highlights of his Twitter this year was he got a new dog named Thaco after Oreo died. Lindsay Ellis, her Twitter account was notable for being what destroyed her career. Oh, pretty good Twitter account. You got Ethan Ralph with his, tweets that he's free as fuck and some really insane tweets from Ralph this year, Andy, for sure.
If you're not blocked, you could read them.
Movie Bob, always good for a hot take on Twitter, for sure. A.K. Rowling, I mean, A.K. Rowling just felting trannies left and right on
Hates
Twitter.
'em.
Hates trans people. Fucking just dabbing on Vosh also. I mean, that's some high-level shit.
Calling him a pedophile.
Joanne. Yeah, just like full on, just Vosh is a pedophile from Joanne. Pretty intense stuff. Andy, who has won the Golden Gunt for best Twitter account this year?
The winner goes to J.K. Rowling for hating trannies on Twitter.
Amazing.
Wow,
We love you, Joanne. Keep up the good work. 07's in chat. 07's for Joanne. Okay. Our next award, this is a brand new award this year, but
Whoa.
it's just as prestigious. In fact, it may be one of the most prestigious awards we've ever handed out. It is the Golden Pill Bottle for Drug Addict of the Year. And the nominees are Ethan Ralph, Stop Speeding, Lules, and Andy Worski. Now you got Ethan Ralph, chronic alcoholic, smoking meth, popping Xannies. His show's going downhill. It's going into the gutter. You got Speedy, who got sent to rehab, and we've never seen him since. Was he really a drug addict? I mean, he got sent to rehab, but he didn't say a no, no, no. We got Lules, who is an alcoholic who is making out with other men and having black men kiss his feet in the street before he got sent to rehab. And then we got Andy Worski, always a perennial contender for sure for Drug Addict of the Year. Who won the Golden Pill Bottle this year, Andy?
The winner is me, Andy Worski. Let's fucking
Andy
go.
Worski for Drug Addict of the Year. Andy Worski with the big relapse this year. He's starting huge Hollywood fucking mountains of cocaine. He's living it up with the KINO Casino money, folks. Having amazing moments, getting put to bed by Papa Perez, drunk as fuck. Andy Worski, folks, truly deserving of the Golden Pill Bottle this year. The first ever winner of the Golden Pill Bottle. And in fact, we may just next year name the award the Andy Worski Golden Pill Bottle for Drug Addict of the Year. I don't know. The Academy will have to convene on that. But let's move on.
God damn it, you fucking assholes.
Our next award is for the best fan. The best fan award commemorates the fan that was the most loyal, the most respectful, that loved the show the most. And the nominees this year are Razmaz, Fox, Mr. Vickers, the Casino Supervisor, Psycho Gun Gear, Squat Man, and that's it. Andy.
The winner of the Best Fan Award goes to Mr. Vickers.
Mr. Vickers picking up another Golden Gunt Award for Best Fan. A lot of people will view this as a betrayal of the original fans like Fox and Razmaz and Stoned Mexican Guy. And 100% this is a complete betrayal of you. This channel is no longer for you. This channel is for the payers, okay? This channel is for people like Mr. Vickers who donate to the casino and make it possible for me to be rich, for Andy to be rich, for us to live incredible, wonderful lives. I'm sorry, Razmaz. I'm sorry, Fox. You guys, you're loyal fans, but you just don't get the award this year. Mr. Vickers does because he's donated thousands upon thousands of dollars to our bank accounts. And that's just the facts. That's what the Academy of Kino and Nectar is about now.
But we have to give some honorable mentions to the Casino Supervisor.
Supervisor.
And Psycho for helping us fill the...
Squat Man.
And Squat Man.
Don't forget Squat Man. Andy, is there anybody else who we're forgetting?
Who was the guy the other day who donated $500.
It really should be that guy. That guy's a real MVP, man.
What was? Hang on. I want to say his name. I have it right here because I had to write it down just to like remember this fucking king here. Signal Boot. Signal Boot, the fucking king. You know, like.
But the award still goes to Mr. Vickers, the top fan of the Kino Casino.
What a king.
All right. Our next award is a big award. It's one of the big 3 awards this year. It's for biggest downfall of the year. And the nominees are Lindsay Ellis, Ethan Ralph, and Baked Alaska. A case could be made for any of these 3, couldn't it, Andy?
Yeah, I was saying, like, with Baked Alaska, we last saw him eating the can of ravioli. His RV broke down. But the thing is, whenever he's been on top, it's been for, like, 2 months at a time only for the last 5 years. So is it a downfall if you're always down?
Is it? You know, that's a tough thing. I mean, he is like so low. He's like 30,000 in debt. He's going to jail. He's a federal informant. He's eating cold beefaroni out of a can. It's pretty tough.
It's tough out there.
You got Lindsay Ellis, who has lost her entire career this year being canceled on Twitter. Fucked over all her employees. They all lost their health insurance. What a disaster from Lindsay Ellis, really. Shameful, shameful. And then finally, we have Ethan Ralph. I mean, what a spectacular downfall. He lost every co-host. He lost you. He lost Gator. He lost his man purse in Portugal. He lost his orbital bone. He lost his debate with Jim. He lost a lot of his financial backers. He lost,
website.
he lost his website. He lost like legal battles with Vickers, a harassment suit filed against him or whatever, a restraining order. He's streaming to barely any viewership. He's had a pretty big downfall this year. Didn't think he could fall much lower from last year, but pretty massive downfall from Ralph this year. Real.
The winner
Andy.
for the biggest downfall, the Golden Gun, goes to... Is there anyone else but Ethan Oliver Ralph? What a downfall.
Couldn't have been anybody else. Epic downfall.
Like
it's like
flames.
worse than Hitler in the bunker, bro.
The flames just keep rising as he keeps going down. Like, it's just sad now, you know? Oh my God.
Another one of the largest prizes of the show up next, Kino of the Year. And the nominees for Kino of the Year are Louis Theroux for Forbidden America, Snickerdoodle Swastika Stream, Warski, PPP, and Surfer, Agate 1318 Stream with Baked Alaska, Muckbreaking by Tariq Nasheed, Murdoch's Guardian of the Rune, Worst Enemy Interview.
Wait, you cut out for that one.
PPP and Warski, My Own Worst Enemy Interview, Godwinson in the Pale Moonlight, Fuck Ralph Festival by Warski and PPP, and Chris Chan's Arrest, filmed by Ethan Oliver Ralph. I mean, any one of these could be a contender. I mean, Louis Theroux's Forbidden America absolutely fucking devastated America first. Some fantastic moments. Beardson spurging out. Baked Alaska, losing his mind. I mean, Louis Theroux, Forbidden America, Andy, what can you say? It's a top contender for the prize this year.
So beautiful. Beautifully filmed, beautifully edited. Helped, again, America First. America First get knocked down a few more pegs there, I guess.
You got the Snickerdoodle Swastika Stream that me, you, and Surfer did. We were taking shock comedy to extremes, literally baking swastika cookies
Getting fucking hammered and blackout drunk.
Getting blackout drunk. I like George Floyded your neck. I chauvined your neck like 400 pounds coming down on Worski's neck. Worski was eating pizza like David Hasselhoff at one point. It was complete fucking chaos. High level stream there. Guy gets 13-18 stream with baked. I mean, what a fucking unbelievable. It if you haven't seen it, you gotta see it. It was unbelievable. Buck breaking by Tariq Nasheed. I mean, this meme took over the internet for like 2 weeks. It was just all about buck breaking, black people being buck broken by whites, and it was amazing. Murdoch's Guardian of the Rune, the magnum opus for Murdoch, their final episode, had PPP and Surfer in it. It was incredible. PPP and Worski, my own worst enemy interview. Really hard-hitting questions, honest answers from Andy. This was my my Frost moment as an interviewer. And maybe someday we'll do some more interviews like that. Godwinson's In the Pale Moonlight, the final Godwinson Kino ever released. This Kino, folks, it was spectacular. Gahul's sister tranny brother was revealed for everybody to see. This video was a fucking domino effect that caused massive drama for fucking the entire rest of the year. Godwinson's crowning achievement, In the Pale Moonlight. The Fuck Ralph Festival by Worski and PPP. I mean, this truly caused the downfall of of Ralph. It started a chain reaction where his life imploded in upon himself. It was star-studded, ton of guests, original skits, original songs, high effort. And of course, Chris Chan's arrest footage by Ethan Ralph. The dimensional merge was real. I mean, what can you say? This was incredible footage captured by Ethan Oliver Ralph, and Ethan Ralph in the Chris Chan shirt, interacting with Chris Chan in his last moments of liberty.
Also, with a guest appearance from Pod Awful.
Yes, and Pod Awful was in it also.
Yes, yes. The winner of Kino of the year goes to Godwinson In the Pale Moonlight.
A huge upset victory for Godwinson in his final year of contention. Godwinson has brought home a golden gunt for Kino of the year for exposing the tranny sister brother to the light, and he doesn't regret a fucking thing. He knows that he can live with it. He has a clean conscience. Godwinson's In the Pale Moonlight. Excellent expose on Lotsa as well. He brought forward some tremendous editing skills that put everybody else in the sphere to shame. Okay, Andy, it's time for the big award.
Oh.
It's time for the biggest award that we give out at the Golden Gunts each year. The Ethan Ralph Award for Best Showman. And the nominees are Hollywood God, Hollywood PPP, Ethan Ralph, Alex Jones, Beardson, Godwinson, Mr. Vickers, Louis Theroux, Gonzalo Lira, Stu Peters, and the Squire of Gothos. What a lineup! The Showman of the Year.
This is a hard one. This was tough. Hours and hours of deliberation, of arguing, of pros and cons. There, we hear it was incredible back there to find.
I mean, you got me, right? You got PPP, Hollywood PPP now. I mean, I've won Golden Guns for the best debate of the year, most shameless grifter. I had a lot of crazy moments this year. I mean, I was such a showman that when the police were being called on me by Surfer, I actually picked up my camera to film him to ensure that you folks wouldn't miss a moment of the action. That's true showmanship. You got Ethan Ralph. I mean, Ethan Ralph.
Oh, you're cutting out.
It's called the Ethan. Oh, Ethan Ralph. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can.
Ethan Ralph, the showman of Showman. Another incredible showing this year. This man destroyed his life for our entertainment. He went to Portugal. He got beat up, had his orbital bone shattered, and instead of hiding in the shadows, he immediately posted a selfie of his shattered face and kept us up to date with each step of the surgery. Not only that, he turned the birth of his child into showmanship. He was going to have a bowling alley wedding this year that's been canceled, unfortunately. But that's effort. I mean, he put on the Nick Fuentes and Styx debate. Ralph, he debated Mr. Medicare and made a fool of himself for our amusement. Real showman.
Definitely. High contender.
Alex Jones. I mean, what is there to say? Every year Alex Jones is really nominated. It was just another sterling year for Alex Jones. Every day you tune into Alex Jones. He's high energy as fuck. You want to buy everything that Alex Jones sells you. He's a king. Beardson Beardley. Holy shit. Like, content king this year, hasn't he been, Andy? The gift that keeps on giving, The Hobbit.
Every day.
From his appearance in the Louis documentary, to the racial draft that he did this week.
Smoking cigarettes all the time now.
Well, I mean, think of this. Beardson is such a showman that when he was getting divorced from his wife, instead of, briefly mentioning it or not mentioning it at all and just letting his private business be his private business, he went live the night of his divorce, got drunk as fuck, cried about his wife, shit all over his wife, said that his wife couldn't bear him children. She was a filthy whore. Beardson, big contender for Showman of the Year. Godwinson, what's there to say? Godwinson, high energy, huge performance at the Golden Gunts. His trilogy of videos against the hideous ogre will forever be remembered as Kino of the highest order. From That Ghost with the Kino. Godwinson brought home a Lifetime Achievement Award this year. He was working on a Vosh documentary before he got called upon to serve in Her Majesty's government and could no longer finish the documentary. Mr. Vickers. What is there to say about Mr. Vickers, Andy? What a showman.
Amazing.
What a showman. He has turned his entire family life into a spectacle. He's turned his family tragedy of his daughter getting thumbed into a weekly show now for our amusement with Gator. Ralph's old co-host is now Vickers' co-host. He's going after Ralph constantly. This is a showman of showmen, Mr. Matthew Vickers. Louis Theroux. Andy, Louis Theroux. Forbidden America. Enough said. Gonzalo Lira. What a showman. Okay? What a fucking showman. This guy is in a fucking war zone. For our entertainment, he puts himself, he streams himself in a war zone, criticizing the government of the territory that he's in. In the war zone. Gets chased around by Bitcoin assassins, continues streaming. Fights the system pigs in the hotel. Filming the system pigs and calling them out. I mean, risking his life for Kino. Gonzalo Lira. Peters. What a showman. Peters, Peters is saying that the vaccine is alien embryos. Stu Peters, on the biggest stage, the grandest stage of them all, AFPAC 3, calling out Marjorie Taylor Greene and fracturing the America First movement. Stu Peters with his rap videos. Stu Peters, the bounty hunter. Stu Peters, leader of the Stu Crew. What a showman.
Amazing.
Hollywood God invoking curses upon his enemies. Getting drunk and crying about Star Wars and Batman. What a showman. And finally, the Squire of Gothos.
Whoa.
Squire of Gothos.
King.
E-Girl question video this year. high level. Should have probably been nominated for Kino of the Year if I had my way. Squire of Gothos, I mean, every time Squire appears, he has presence, he has charisma, he puts on a show. I mean, recently with his video in the Tesla, celebrating with thousands of dollars of your donations, Squire was dabbing on the haters. Squire was dabbing on the losers and the haters and the old fans. I mean, Squire was winning. Squire was winning.
He's amazing.
The king. Andy, this is a tough award. Who won the Ethan Ralph Award for Best Showman?
The winner is Squire of Gothos.
Squire of Gothos with the huge upset
Let's
victory.
go, Squire.
PPP, Ethan Ralph, Beardson, Godwinson, Gonzalo, Lira, Stu Peters. None of them compare to the showmanship of Squire of Gothos. Squire, take it away with your acceptance, king.
Ah, yes! Thank you! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen! I knew I'd win! I just knew it! I knew I was gonna win this prestigious honor! Oh, look! I have this fabulous bullet bourbon ready for the occasion! Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen! I would like to thank the Academy of Kino and Nectar for giving me this prestigious award. I'd also like to thank me. Without me, it wouldn't even be possible. Not possible at all. And then I'd also like to thank the based Squire Bros and the Squire Chads in the chat. Without you, I wouldn't be doing this. All right. Again, I appreciate this award, this prestigious honor. And here is hoping for another next year. I will win next year for sure. I guarantee it. I will do everything it takes to make sure that I win. You'll see more Squire content. Even more! Again, I'd like to say thank you. And if the Kino Casino this year reaches 1 million subscribers, the Squire will do a face reveal. Yes! 1 million subs and the Squire will do a face reveal. So make sure you promote the Kino Casino to everyone you know. Anyways, I did get the golden briefcase this year for winning, but I decided to donate the proceeds to a very good charity, very fabulous charity that I recommend you all donate to. Here's the commercial for this charity. Enjoy!
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
It's unthinkable that an innocent child, a pure ray of sunshine in our world, will die needlessly today, simply because of poverty. An innocent life, gone forever. But when you go online or call now with your $15 monthly donation, you'll help keep an innocent child alive. Join the U.S. Fund for UNICEF today, and suffering children will immediately receive life-saving vaccines, medicine, and nutrition.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
It's just 50 cents a day, and worth every penny for the child you'll save. Children are the light of our lives, but that bright light goes out when they suffer and die. Please don't let that happen. Go online or call now.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Whoa, thank you so much, Squire. Wow, we appreciate that. Man, it couldn't have gotten to a better person. It couldn't have
went to a more deserving candidate than the Squire. Squire was really the breakout star of 2022. Everybody loves the Squire of Gothos. Everybody is in agreement that Squire is a Chad. Squire Chads truly won. Squire Chads have rose up. What a golden Gunts it's been here in 2022, folks. It's been the Hollywood golden Gunts. It's been the grifter golden Gunts. It's been the soulless golden Gunts. It's been the best golden Gunts. It's been the worst golden Gunts. Brother Andy, it's been a pleasure to present the golden Gunts with you here this year. And hopefully next year we're back again.
Yes, thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate it. And it wouldn't be a Daka video without us saying, follow the Gumroad, subscribe, donate,
yes.
You know.
Subscribe to the Gumroad, $10 a month.
Tons of content.
This shit, look, we need your money. We need to get rich. And remember, we're just going to close it out with, if you're poor, figure it out, dude.
Figure it out, dude. Peace.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, that's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, we'll travel like that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on.